Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can actually install WAMP server on your PC. So I'm not going to go into depth on how or what WAMP server does or what it does. I'm just going to simply go straight to the tutorial, show you guys how to set up one WAMP server and get it running a local host on your PC. So let's get started. Now the first thing you want to be doing is that you want to be downloading WAMP server. So let's head on to any of our browsers, preferably Chrome and or Firefox. So let's type in WAMP server. Now I downloaded two versions of WAMP server, the WAMP server 2 and the WAMP server 3. And for some reason I don't think I'll be using the WAMP server 3 for this tutorial because I am not comfortable with it. You can try whatever version you would like to use. It's basically fine with me, but I just like using WAMP server 2. Now you can see the last release was on May 20th, May 8th, 2020, about 5 months ago. So this is their website, wampserver.com, and it should have everything you want. So let's download this. Okay. Well, actually, I'm not going to download this. I'm going to use WAMP server 2 for the sake of this tutorial. But if you want WAMP server 3, you can also download this here on the download links. You can see the 32-bit and 64-bit versions and download whichever one you would want. But for this tutorial, I already have the WAMP server 2 downloaded, so I'm just going to use that instead. So let's minimize this browser and let's head on to the WAMP server. Now I'll upload this file in my description below, so please do not worry. Now, when installing WAMP server, you should be sure you have Microsoft Visual C+ installed on your system. If not, you would have errors. Some of you might, some of you will, or some of you might not rather, and some of you will. But I'm just going to run this and show you what kind of errors you'll be getting if you do not install it, and then I'll run the Visual C+, so you guys can have a nice, sweet, soft installation. So let's run WAMP server 2. Now note you need an archiver, WinRAR archiver, basically WinRAR, WinZip, 7-zip, or whatever you want to use. So let's click on next, accept, click on next. Now let's install to C/WAMP. If you want a custom installation folder, you can just click on browse and select from any of these folders. If you want to install to your desktop, which I do not recommend, head on to users, head on to your username, and then select your location from all of these parts. So let's cancel this and let's click on next. Now we can create a desktop icon, of which I have nothing against. You can create a quick launch icon on the start menu there, which I also have nothing against, but for now let's leave this as just a desktop icon. Click on next and click on install. Okay, this should install within some few minutes. I think less than a minute or two it should be done. But in the meantime, I think I'll just sit back and sip a cup of coffee. Be back. Okay, so yeah, it's done installing. So basically what this is asking is the default browser we're going to be using for this program. So now its default is Internet Explorer, which is the slow one, of course, the one that always says not responding. Of course, we do not want to use that in developing PHP, CSS, HTML, JavaScript, and Node.js, and so on. Whatever web app or website you want to run with this, you do not want to use Internet Explorer, please trust me. So please, I recommend you using a browser like Chrome, Firefox, or any other nice browsers out there, rated at least 4 to 5 stars. This should work. Now let's select the browsers. Now let's head on to this PC, head on to my local C drive, and let's look for the Chrome browser. I think I should just right click this and open the file location. Now it says inside my Google Chrome application, so program files x86. Yeah, this part should just do. So I just copy this, close this, and let's just paste this here. Okay, click on open. Okay, let's just click on enter and click on Chrome. So basically you need to look for your browser file, the exe file, then select it. So click on OK. Yeah, so yeah, now this is the error it gives. It says program can't start because MSV blah 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 is missing from your computer. Try reinstalling the program. Now you may not only get these errors when running this program. You may get this when running games. You may get this when running different softwares on your computer. This is as a result of Microsoft Visual C++. If it's not on your PC, you may have problems installing this. So click on OK, OK, OK. Yeah, 50 OKs. Now, yeah, more OKs. Yeah. So that's that. Now, when I try to launch WampServer, see what it does. Click on yes. The same thing happens, and it still have the same problems. Now, when you look at this bottom right corner, you see this orange logo here. Now, this means WampServer is trying to turn on, but it can't turn on. When it's offline, it shows red. It shows red, and when it's trying to come online, it shows orange, and then it shows green. Now, if it doesn't show green, it means it's not online yet, so you can't use your application or your local host. So when I try to type in localhost, it doesn't work. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be running the installation again, but this time with Visual C++ installed. Okay, so let's do that. Let's head on to our user.wamp and let's head on to uninstall, and let's uninstall this. Click on yes. Allow to install. Now do not worry about that errors it showed you, those errors it showed you. Now it's done. Now before you uninstall, you make sure you remove your backup files, as if you have any. I'm not sure you would have any because yeah, you just installed it. So yeah, so let's delete all of these folders just to have a nice clean installation next time. Okay, so yeah, now let's install WampServer again, but before we do that, let's install Microsoft Visual C++. It doesn't ask you for anything, it just runs. That's just the beauty of it. It just runs and then you're good to go. So let's just wait for it to run, and again I'll just sit back and sip my coffee. Be right back. Two minutes or so. It depends on how fast your computer is, but I recommend you do not run this alongside other programs running at the background. So let's get on to our tutorial and installing the WAMP server completely this time. So let's run the WAMP server. Okay, click on yes. Now click on next, accept agreement, and click on next. C/WAMP. Yeah, that's where we're putting our files. Click on next, create desktop icon, and click on next. Click on install. Okay, so yeah, WAMP server is installing, and this should take a few minutes. I think my coffee is still remaining some. I'll just get back to it. So let me sip a bit of my coffee and I'll be back. So we're going through the same process again. Of course, this time I use Chrome the first time. I'm gonna use Firefox this time just so you guys can get what I'm talking about. So let's just right click this, head on to open file location, copy this file location, and this is the file we're looking for, the Firefox exe file. So let's click on this and click on the copy location. Click on this and just paste it here, and click on and press enter and select the Firefox application file. Now click on open, and yeah, Firefox is set as my default browser. Now if you have yeah, now it shows you this. All you have to do is just click on allow access. Now if you have a notepad on your PC, be it Sublime Text or Atom or um, Microsoft Visual C++ code or whatever, or even actual Notepad++ or just Notepad, whatever text editor you have, it may ask you if you want to use them. So you can also select that as well. So now we have to select the name for our localhost. On default, it's localhost. I want to leave it that way. This is the name you type on your web browser if you want to access your index homepage file. Now this is your email. So whatever name you put here is what you can use to access your email domain. So leave this at this for now. So let's click on next, and I think I should launch WampServer now, or I don't just uncheck this box and click on finish. So now WampServer is installed. As you can see here, it is not running. There's no WampServer logo here. But when I run this and click on yes, and someone is texting me, now you can see this changes from red to orange to green. You can see how that works. It works exactly fine. Please stop texting me. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. So now when I type in localhost on my computer, watch what happens. WampServer homepage opens up, and just give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I had to mute that. I'm sorry. So now the WampServer local homepage is set. So all you guys can do now, or all you have to do to access your own files, is to just copy your own files, which is your HTML, CSS, JavaScript files, to your installation directory. So now when you head on to this WAMP folder, which is the C/WAMP, inside of the WAMP folder, you notice a folder that says www right here. It's at this part here. It should be the last one. Now this folder is where all your HTML, CSS files and everything goes in. Now the index file here is the file that gets loaded. So this file right here, this index file, is the one that gets loaded right here. So basically the index file here is this file right here. So if you have an index file in this same folder, it means that file is the file that is going to replace this one once you overwrite this one. So basically all your programs files should start from here, and any other folder or subfolders should continue from this part. So I think there's one more thing I need to show you guys. Now there's an error you see. It should be an internal 500 error. Now whenever you have that error, it should be rolling on your screen right now. This is the error I'm talking about. Whenever you have these errors or this error, there's something called the rewrite module. It happens a lot, especially when you try to use the .ht access. So all you have to do is head on down to the bottom of your screen, click on this, head on to Apache, and inside of Apache, under Apache, head on to Apache module. Now under the Apache modules, you want to be scrolling down to the R part. Okay, so scroll down to R and look for the rewrite module. So let's head on to the rewrite module. Okay, so I think MNOPQR. Yeah, so yeah, that's R. So this is the rewrite module. Where is it? Yeah, so this is it, the rewrite module. So this is the module we're looking for. So we want to be clicking this, and if you notice, you see this gets restarted, and it's restarted, and your rewrite module internal error 500 should be fixed. Now that's the solution to that problem. If you do have any problem concerning the WampServer, please be sure to ask them in my comment section. But for now, I want you guys to just do something for me. Just head on to youtube.com and search for a very nice YouTube channel that offers one of the best programming tutorials, tech videos, and also nice gaming videos and more on unboxing and tech videos. So please just be sure to subscribe to this channel. I don't know why my network is slowing up right now. It's just fucking me up. Okay, yeah, get out. So let's just search for the nice YouTube channel. Instead of YouTube, let's just search for, I think, TechMond. Okay, yeah, so the name of the channel is TechMond. It's the one you're watching this awesome video on now. So please be sure to subscribe to this channel if this video helped you. Now it's already on 998 subscribers, so please be sure to be that 1000 subscriber or the 999th. You might just be the lucky person to have that 1000 lucky charm following. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video if this video helped you, and also please share on our social medias. And if you do have any questions, do not fear. Please, I love your comments. Please comment me, stress me with comments. Just comment down below on that part there below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. If I don't, somebody else will get to you. Thank you all for this video, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.